On a good day.
But when they were
On a bad day.
but you will be. We're in a hurry.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay.
This is the Colossus of Memnon.
Okay, one more time.
This is the Colossus of Memnon.
And what is it?
The Colossus of Memnon.
Very good. Okay. Thank you, Jennifer. So don't knock me over. I'll be left to wait a second. I'm filming. Hot. It's hot. Do you believe we're on a bus that says Miami Tours? Giving a warning to that sailboat that's coming across our bow. He's got the right of way. The sailboat hasn't changed its configuration in 2,000 years. Same sail.
That's what I call a good stick.
This is the Nile. This is the magical Nile. There's a ferry boat over there going across. Just like the one around. It's more like Hong Kong, traveling traces going across the channel in Hong Kong. Taxi service. It's a hotel, right? Best position here. Okay, Marky, you got a big decision here. Don't be excited. If you get the wrong one, you might take us all the way to the moon. Going to the Sound of Light show, and here is the roundup. It's a roundup of all the different wagons. Get those wagons, circle the wagons. Watch the Indians. Okay, here you go. Oh, Stephanie! Hold on. It's the same thing, I think. Here's the full moon.
In this house of the Father, each pharaoh thought of himself as a son, and wished to leave his mark upon it.
Each added, superimposed, overdid, outdid, through a span of 20 centuries.
The result is this fabulous labyrinth of facades and passages, esplanades and corridors, perspectives and detours, divine scheme of things. Sunrises, eclipses of the moon, dynastic chains, the bark of night, the bounds of immortality.
The Father is like unto an aged shepherd. His right hand holds the shepherd's crook that gathers in the dust of the stars. His left hand fondles a wild ram walking with him. He is the God of the first day. It is he who is called Ammon. At the very mention of his name, priests bow.
Us of the ever-present God.
numerous retinue of priests with their feather fans.
Do not be overwhelmed by the sheer size of these ruins.
The citadel that arose here was not designed on the scale of men, but on the grand scale of God, from whom all things flowed. The drought and the flood, the granaries and the plagues, dreams and power, death and survival.
The great French archaeologist Champollion, who had awakened the cackling, twittering farmyard of the hieroglyphics rather in the manner of the Sleeping Beauty, when he came here, was amazed. Listen.
All the pomp and magnificence of the pharaohs appears at Karnak. All the noblest and finest works of man. No other ancient people has conceived the art of architecture on so large, grandiose, and sublime a scale as the ancient Egyptians. They thought in terms of men 100 feet in stature.
And if one of you this evening were to voice the question that you are whispering in your hearts, who art thou, Amun? The answer would seep from these walls, these lintels, these pedestals, these secret chambers, these piled ruins. For the answer is written everywhere in 1,000 different hieroglyphics. Amenophis III. But the history of reigns and events seems so insignificant compared to the imperishable testimony of faith. Men are so made that they remember better the invisible than the real.
2,000 years of royal annals, festivals, mourning, battles, love stories, intrigues, expeditions, mingle here like the myriad leaves of a tree. The god Ammon is the tree, and each pharaoh has merely written his name on leaves.
Hiding place. From time to time, to make way for new offerings, the old ones had to be removed. And here, in a single communal grave, a pile of treasure was found. 779 statues of stone, and 17,000 of bronze, not to mention the wooden ones that had not withstood the onslaught of time. Kings, queens, priests, dignitaries, standing, sitting, or kneeling, in black or rose granite, in alabaster or marble, all thrown in pell-mell, and among them the sublime statue of the great builder Thutmosis III gives us an idea of the prodigious opulence of Karnak.
A work display of antiquity.
A dazzling gleam that has lasted 20 centuries. As soon as one cluster of stars faded, another pharaoh fired another salvo. And this will be named forever the splendor of Thebes.
Merchant exchanges, cemented alliances, and brought to the feet of Ammon the tribute of all the glorious, submissive cities. Byblos, Nineveh, and Babylon.
Named it the City of 100 Gates. For 100 trumpets sounded its fame.
Heard in any language.
Stopped along the road. Here's